Yo, what's up? I figured it'd be fun to rank transitioning into a tier list, basically breaking down all the changes both expected and unexpected that at least I have experienced, most of which you probably will as well. Coming right out the gate with an embarrassing admission and my first F tier. Yeah, this is something no one warned me about, not even my doctor. I was worried it was actually a medical condition unrelated to transitioning. That is, until I confirmed I wasn't the only one on Reddit, and then eventually was told it was normal by my surgery consultant. What I'm talking about is dribble. And I'm not talking about basketball. Sports are gross. I'm talking about the much grosser, horrible reality some of us trans women have to face when going to the washroom. If we dare even think about not completely emptying our bladder when we go number one, we're gifted with a wet leg. And it's something just nobody talks about, even though it affects so much of us because, yeah, it's embarrassing. It's awkward. F tier. Big F tier. One of the things we notice right away is softer skin. My God, the first time we touch our face and notice it's super smooth, yes! Also, it means nice fabric clothings feel amazing. As well, when someone touches your skin, like drags a finger up and down your back, it is incredible. But it does come with some caveats. Caveats. Is that the word caveat? Caviar. For legal reasons, I'm obligated to tell you that transitioning does not involve someone coming to your house and giving you caviar. I'm sorry for the misconception. Magical times. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, softer skin. Yeah. The negatives of softer skin. Okay, getting into those now. More sensitivity means sunlight and chemicals can hurt you more. It also means your skin can get dry more often, as well pores get congested easier. So be sure to use sunscreen and watch what chemicals you use without gloves. Also, I recommend a moisturizing soap. Softer skin is gonna slide in as the first A tier. But if you're unlucky and get very fragile skin, then it's more likely a B or C tier for yourself. Stopping male pattern baldness. That's an S tier, obviously. Mostly because we get a laugh at our doomed to bald fathers and brothers. Unfortunately, it doesn't regrow lost hair in most cases, but the probability of it preventing baldness is really high. Okay, well, what about body hair and facial hair? Estrogen will slow down the growth in certain areas, as well as thin out the hair itself. How noticeable it is, I'm not entirely certain. I kinda got lucky with the body hair department. What I do know is when it comes to facial hair, most trans women need to seek out permanent methods to eliminate said hair regardless of HRT's effects. So yeah, I'd say this is a B tier. It's a net positive across the board. Like, it's not a bad thing, but it's just not life-changing good like other things are, you know? Monthly hormonal cycle.
F tier.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting pseudo periods suck. For the first few months, it's kind of neat because you realize your body's having a hormonal cycle akin to your represented gender. Yeah, that's euphoric. I'll admit that. But after a few years of having a week where you're just depressed or numb or mad or aggressively happy or all of the above, is a bit much. You know what? I take it back. D tier.
Cause that's what I need
When I'm on my cycle. Okay, I'm gonna have to break this next one down into two different scores. I'm talking about social lives. On one hand, it's hard to describe exactly how profoundly enriching relationships can be when you start to just be yourself. I've tried to articulate this point before, but I'll try again very quick. Basically, when you're truly being yourself, it brings down some mental walls that otherwise make it impossible to truly feel for someone, you know? Like, if you're forced to hide behind a mask and your friend or loved one only knows and appreciates you for that mask, it's really not a personal relationship, if that makes sense. Whereas when they see you and love you for you, that's the type of stuff that makes all of this worthwhile. Easy S tier. But I did say I was splitting social life into two different rankings for a reason. And you probably know why, because the other side of it is we're suddenly either itemized by creeps or bigots. Obviously, that's an F tier. Now, usually I would put it below dribble, but I'm trying to make a point. I want my body to think about what it's done. Okay, I need to fill out the center. Let's do that in rapid succession. The probability of no longer having your Johnson be a proud long Johnson is a C tier. I got lucky and still have functionality, but some people don't.
Maybe some people don't want functionality, maybe some people do. I don't know, doesn't matter because it's RNG based, so C tier.
And easy A tier is decreased libido, and if you don't know what that means, I'm not gonna tell you, Google it. Okay, now for the two big changes. First, body fat redistribution. Basically, this is where your body fat is taken from masculine areas like your shoulders as an example and redistributed to feminine areas. This means your thighs, your dumpy, and your chest. But it also means fat goes to your face, which means your face features round out, giving a soft and more feminine appearance. As well, naturally this works with the development of your chest to give some extra size there. If thick thighs save lives, then we need more wives. All praise blow high and feminems. Body fat redistribution is an S tier. The only negative I can think of is when you're trying to fit through spaces you could fit through before and your booty gets stuck. but that's just kind of awesome. Okay, you've probably been waiting for this one. Chest development. Why, Yuko, this is an obvious S tier. I don't know. Is it? Is it really? Are you Yes, it is! But ironically, it comes with the most issues. I'll get to the negatives, but let me start with the positives. With development of breast tissue, you actually develop mammary glands, which means you can produce more milk. Trans women have indeed breastfed before, and essentially, it is the exact same as a cis woman's product. It also gives you the added benefit of having a more feminine figure, but let me tell you why it's not quite as perfect as you might think. Transitioning comes with a few risks that I do recommend you educate yourself on, but the biggest one of those is the breast C word. So it's important to make sure that you do continuously give yourself checks to make sure there's no lumps, etc. Now, of course, that's a risk, not a guarantee, but these other ones, if you do develop breasts, are guaranteed.
Have you ever considered what it'd be like just to have some weights on your chest at all times?
Like sandbags you can just never take off? Yeah, it's just a little bit uncomfortable, but also it means you have to monitor your posture. Otherwise, you can develop bad posture. And by the way, I'm not complaining by any means. Like, I'm not trying to say it's negative. These are just the things that come along with it. Like running downstairs without a bra becomes awkward. Going for a run without a bra becomes the most awkward thing ever. I swear to God, I went for a jog for the first time in years without a bra, and them babies were all over the place. It was like my chest was simulating a hurricane. Worst yet, my dad apparently saw me out for a run because he was driving by, and I have to live with that. Oh, also, it really hurts when they're growing. Like, you feel your skin ripping apart. That leads to some crazy stretch marks, but if you get them or got them, don't worry, they fade. Both of mine looked like they were the Eye of Sauron going through a gothic phase.
It's not a phase, Mom, you don't understand.
But they faded, now you can't even tell. So yeah, basically 80% of having a chest is negative, but somehow it's still an S tier. Now, of course, I could defend that with mental health or some scientific reasoning, but oh, what's this? A cute cat photo? What were we talking about again? Yuko doesn't want to do research. Boobs are awesome. Okay, S tier, let's go. Hi, thanks for watching. If you want to support my channel, like and subscribe, helps with the algorithm. A big sloppy thank you to all my Patreon members and my YouTube members. Honestly, couldn't do it without you. And yeah, to you, thanks for watching. Bye.